Okay, so what's up, you guys? It's your girl Bree back with another video, and welcome back to my business channel. So today I'm going to be making two different soaps. I'm going to be making a Yoni bar. It's like an apple scented, it's like an apple dumpling and delicious red apple scented. And then I'm also going to be making our Empress beauty bar, which I've already made with you guys on this channel, but we're going to be making it again. So what I'm going to do today is like go through the process of how I make the embeds. Also, I believe how I'm gonna do this is I'm gonna split up the videos. So one video will be the one showing how I make my my She's Spicy Yoni bar, and then the other one will be how I make the Empress bar. So right now we're gonna start with the embeds. I'm gonna start with the one for the She's Spicy Yoni bar, which is with the apples. I already cut up, make sure you guys can see, I already went ahead and cut up a few pieces of the melt and pour soap. So what I'm gonna do is basically put it in the microwave and color it and then pour it in here. Okay, so sorry y'all, my camera, of course my camera would die right when I'm getting to it, but this is what it looks like after being melted down. So what I'm gonna do now is just go ahead and add the color to it. Also, if you see me stop, it's because I'm also recording for my TikTok as well. So this is what it looks like after adding the color and after it's melted down. What we're gonna do now is go ahead and pour it into here. So now I'm doing the brown for the stem. This is just an extra step. This is kind of just me being extra. You honestly, let me get a spoon, hold on y'all. Honestly, you don't have to do this, but you know, I kind of want it to look really similar to an apple, so that's what the brown is looking like. I just melted this one in a little plastic cup because, you know, I didn't need as much melt and pour, so it didn't take as long. It literally took like 6 seconds to melt that little piece down. And I'm gonna show you guys how I'm gonna put this in there. So that is what that is looking like. So now I'm gonna go ahead and put the brown in here. This is what I use. I use a pipette and I just suck it up. And right where you see the stem part, I just go ahead and pour some right in there, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and put these in the freezer. What's up, you guys? So we are back again from the last clip. It was like a few days ago, like maybe 5 days ago. What happened was, y'all, I forgot. Your girl forgot that I did not bring my scale from home. From Buffalo. I actually left it there, or I think I threw it out because I'm like, oh, when I get home, I'm just gonna get a new one. Because that one, it was starting to get wore down. I like my stuff to be new, clean, shiny, you know, looking right. So I ended up getting a new scale. And this is my new scale. Y'all can see. I'm gonna put it in the camera like that. But yes, y'all, this is my new scale. So that's what we're gonna be using today. I told y'all in the last clip how the videos are gonna be like separated because I'm making two different soaps. So we only need one of these. So I'm gonna be going ahead and making the lye solution. For that, you need distilled water, and then you need your lye. So let's go ahead and get started with that. Okay, so now we're on the step where we melt down all our oils. So what I'm gonna do is I always typically start with the cocoa butter because I feel like that takes like the longest to like break down. So that's what we're gonna start with. I do want to add for this batch in particular, I do herbal infusions, so I will be adding in that infused mixture, which is this right here. Okay, so now we are going to get into the actual soap making process. So again, this is going to be for my Yoni bar batch. I'm going to go ahead and set this over here. So the first thing you want to do is you want to stick your stick blender in, and you want to tap it a couple times. You want to tap it a few times just to get the air bubbles out. So like how I just did that there, that'll get the air bubbles out. And then the next thing you're gonna do is pour your lye, and you're gonna pour it along the side of the stick blender. So I'm gonna do my best at getting it like directly down the side, but yeah. And now we're gonna stick blend. So that is actually good. That's all the stick blending that this will need. So the next step is to add the coloring, which I wanted this to be like whitened up a bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and add that in there next. Look at that consistency. That is a really good consistency. You can see a very light trace at the top. And that is how you know when you no longer need to stick blend. So let's add in the coloring, which is actually white and it's titanium dioxide. The color I was going for was more of like a creamy color, which this is kind of perfect. It looks, honestly, it looks a lot whiter on camera, maybe because of the flash, but this is actually perfect. Also with this soap, so when I add the fragrance, which I'm gonna do right now, which I already pre-measured out, the fragrance actually makes it a little bit darker, which it usually shows that, like, as it, let me just say this all over again. So you have different fragrance oils, and the difference in fragrance oils could be a number of different things. One of the things that can happen is that it can change the color of your bar of soap as it's starting to harden. So but yeah, this is a really good trace. So what'll happen is that once it starts to harden and you're letting your soap sit, it'll actually turn a little bit of a darker color. And for some fragrances, your whole bar of soap could turn brown, and I'm like not even exaggerating, like I mean that. So definitely have to be careful with that. So with this, since I'm adding apples on top of it, I really don't want to sit here and wait for it to get thicker, because this is pretty much it. The next step is just pouring it in the mold here, which we're gonna do next. I actually think that I'm gonna stick blend this just for a couple more seconds, just to purposely get it thicker. So we're gonna do that. We are going to, yeah, because you see how much thicker that just got. So now what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna move this over, and we're actually gonna pour it in our mold. So before we do put anything in the mold, what I do is spray it with 99% alcohol. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And what that does is actually help for it, like when it does harden and you take it out, it makes it easier for you to pop it out. So we are gonna go ahead and add this in there. I'm trying to do this to where the camera could see, because I have 2 cameras set up. So let me see. I don't know if you guys remember from the last batch, I accidentally used the wrong batch formula. So it was a higher, it was way higher in grams. So the numbers were all still aligned, it was still correct. It's just the overall batch size was just way too much soap for this soap mold. That's all that was. So we got it right this time. Also, another thing that I did that I didn't put on camera, that I actually meant to, is that I also added sodium lactate to the lye solution. And that is another way you can, it's just another way that'll actually help the soap to come out the mold. So make sure we get every last bit in here. We have, and now I'm actually going to really good slam, and then I'm gonna come in, go just like that over the top part. Okay. So that is actually perfect. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean up the sides a little bit. So, just going to take a paper towel, wipe along the sides. I'm going to get that cleaned up. Now, I had this all marked off with lines along the side of where I should place like the embeds, but it kind of got wiped off a little bit, which is okay. It got wiped off when I washed out the mold, but that's okay. So we are going to now add the apples. I think I'm gonna have it sit like this actually. Sorry y'all, I'm recording for my Instagram as well. I mean for my TikTok as well, so I'm trying to make sure I place it in like a good spot. I think like this would be cool. It'll just be looking sideways to y'all. Okay. So let's add our apples. Stick it in there just like that. So that is pretty much it. The very last thing that I do to add a touch to it is I have gold shimmer, so I'm gonna actually go grab that and spray that over the top. But before I do, I'm gonna go ahead and spritz it again with the alcohol. Let me go grab that shimmer. That's it, you guys. I'm gonna hold it up closer so you can see. That is beautiful. It came out perfect. So what I'm gonna do now, I usually just either stick it in my oven or just stick it in my office in like the closet part, so it can just sit and kind of like incubate in a way. Like basically I set it in an enclosed space, so that way it doesn't have a oh, I forgot what it's called, y'all. The gel phase, that's what it's called. So it can completely go through gel phase, and like when I slice the soap, there isn't like a spot that just didn't like harden basically all at the same time. So that's what I'm gonna do now. Okay, so good morning, you guys. It is the next morning, so it is actually time to go ahead and cut this soap. So that's what we're gonna be going ahead and doing this morning. Yeah, so let me, because y'all know I told y'all to record it for my TikTok too. So let me pull that out. So first you're just gonna stretch it up, then you're just gonna pop it right out. Now I am trying to hurry up and cut this soap, y'all, because it's pretty hard. The time that I made the soap yesterday, you can give it up about to 18 hours, but the longer you wait, the harder it gets to cut. So I'm definitely trying to hurry up and cut this soap, so I'm gonna make this real quick. Okay, so I just want to show you the bar of soap really fast. I'll show you this one. So this is what it looks like. I think that it came out really good. It smells really good. Just this whole overall process of making the soap was really smooth. Especially since this time I used the correct gram formula amount, because I did a way bigger batch by accident last time. So it smells good. I think that this went way smoother. This is the Yoni bar. You can actually see some of the herbs that were infused in the oil throughout the bar. I love that. But yes, this is it. When I do wrap the soaps, I'll come back to you guys and add that in the video as well. So we finished putting all the soaps in the shrink wrap. What I'm gonna do now is use the heat blower and melt down. So that's it for this video. These are the bars and the labels. They will be available for purchase on my website. You can click the link down below in the bio. Also make sure to leave a comment. I think what I'm gonna do, I'm not sure if I stated this in the beginning of the video or not, but I am gonna do a video where I talk about like where I get all my products from and where you guys can also get yours from, and just include other websites, even ones that I don't use. So definitely be on the lookout for that. Please make sure to leave a thumbs up on this video because we are most definitely going up. All right, bye you guys.